How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Of course, I got the double espresso on deck. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. As well, we have to go over the market right now, which is all over the place. The indices are down across the board as silver's up over 10%, guys. Yes, silver's ripping. We have to cover that. Bitcoin's up, gold's up, and we have a lot of stocks moving that we have to break down, including Meta. We're going to cover Sofi a little bit, and really we have to focus on an acquisition that Meta just literally made. We have to cover that, go over my thoughts as I am long Meta. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join the Patreon for my private portfolio updates, my private Discord. All of that is linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers again. Let's not waste any time. Let's dive into it. So we are down across the board today on the indices. Not too bad. I mean, look, it's barely a red day, quite frankly, but we are down. Dow's down 0.15. S&P's down 0.05%, so really not much at all there. Russell's down about a 0.25%, as, let's see here, the Dow 0.15 in the red. And like I said, silver is going bonkers today, which we called the silver chart beautifully. Not to toot my own horn, but we literally said silver's going to pull back. It did exactly that, from 82 down to about, what, 70? And that's a healthy pullback, guys. Very healthy pullback, 15%, all while maintaining the uptrend, right? And now it's up, what, 10%, $7 an ounce. We're bouncing off that 50 SMA at about $70. Now we're breaking through $76, $77 a share. So, or not a share, but an ounce, right? Right, guys? So it looks great. The charts on silver, phenomenal. It looks like we want new highs. So I'm looking at SLV to potentially, play that move in silver. And like I said yesterday, guys, the drop in silver, I think the move was made. You guys heard me say that a couple times. I wasn't going to short it after that drop because, again, the move was made. And here we are. We bounced off the 50 SMA. We're running towards all-time highs again. And gold, it's not up nearly as much as silver. Again, silver's up 10%, gold's up 1%, actually just a little less than 1%, and this is also starting to show support above the 180 SMA at about, what, 4,300, 4,400 an ounce, and I think if we take out the double top from back in October, being about 4,390, 4,400 an ounce, this is going to rip probably back to all-time highs. I see that coming, no doubt about it. So metals are hot, indices are down, but who really cares considering we just literally hit all-time highs on SPY, a couple days ago. I think on Friday we did. So that's how we're looking now, in a broad sense. And if we look at some other stocks here, let's go over SoFi quickly. Then we'll talk about Meta, go over the acquisition they made there, big acquisition. I don't think the terms are 100% disclosed yet, but I'm pretty sure it's between $2 to $3 billion, this acquisition, so we'll cover that in a minute. SoFi is currently up 3 cents on the day, 0.1% in the green, and, well, we still have a wedge. We're still in this, wedge where we're making higher lows, lower highs, and we're still struggling to break through these moving averages at about $28 a share. That's where we're at. That's where we've been over the last, couple of weeks at this point. We're still in a wedge, looking for the breakout, waiting for the direction. And at this point, the inverse head and shoulders that we covered is still intact as well. You guys see here, we have the left shoulder right here. Boom, boom, boom. You see that? Let's show you there if this wants to work, right? Right shoulder, or the head's right here. The right shoulder is right here, so that's still intact. And we just need to see it break through $28 a share. If that does break, that's where we're going to rip. And at this point, guys, will it happen this year? Probably not. That's the reality. But don't worry, because 2026 is 2 days away, which is nuts. I mean, geez, guys, 2025 went by so freaking fast. Unbelievable year. Hope you guys had a great year, by the way, not only in the stock market, but in life in general. I really hope you guys did have a great year. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's gone. It's 2026 in 2 days. And it's going to go by fast, man. 26 is going to go by fast too. So we got to buckle up. We got to buckle up and, wait for these stocks to play out, baby. That's where we're at. And I think heading into the new year, I genuinely believe a lot of these stocks are going to do well. Sofi, I think, is going to crush it. I think Meta is going to do well, very well, quite frankly. I think it's only up. Meta and Amazon are I don't know if they're I think they are though, but I have to double check, so don't quote me on this. But they're two of the worst performing Mag 7 stocks. Amazon for sure, year to date. I think that is the worst one. Meta's right there. So I think they're both going to do well. I don't know which one will do better in the new year, right? Honestly, I'm in both, so I kind of want both of them to do well. But I think they'll both do well. I don't know which one will do better, but they're set up nicely. Meta at this point is up 1.2% on the day. Ever since earnings came out, we did see a big dump. You guys know that. Now, since that point, we have recovered. We're back over these moving averages. Today, we're up 1.25%, breaking through the 50 SMA. This looks like it's still consolidating, but it looks like it's getting ready for that big move, that breakout, which, like I said, with SoFi, it's probably not going to happen this year, but could it happen in the new year? Abso-freaking-lutely. I think it will, quite frankly, or I wouldn't be in the stock. So we can see here inverse, or not an inverse head and shoulders, an ascending triangle. You guys see it right here. We've been consolidating for a good 3-4 weeks. It's only a matter of time. I think we take 675 out and, really start the move from there. $700 plus. I see it coming in the new year, no doubt about it. And from that point, look at where we're going to be, guys. The range we're going to be in is going to be between $675, $700 up to about $800. There could be a move to $800, and I think we're going higher than that in 26, but we'll see. Do your own research as always, and let me show you now what they did, what Meta did. They acquired this Chinese intelligent agent firm, Manus, which again the terms aren't 100% disclosed, I don't think, at least to my knowledge yet, but it is between a $2 to $3 billion deal. From what we're hearing here, we can see if I zoom in, Meta Platform said Tuesday today that it has acquired Manus, which is a Singapore-based developer of general-purpose AI agents, as the tech giant continues its massive investments into artificial intelligence. So actually, it was founded in China before relocating to Singapore. So yeah, little correction there on my part, but they launched their first general AI agent earlier this year, which can execute complex tasks such as market research, coding, data analysis, to name a few things. And you guys know AI agents are the big thing right now. One of the big things in the AI space, and Meta is going after that like crazy, right? As a lot of these companies are. And Meta is known for, making acquisitions. You guys know they bought Instagram for $1 billion. They bought this, they bought that. They made another big acquisition earlier this year. We'll see that. I think it's lower in this article. But they're known for doing this. They're known for buying talent. They're known for acquiring companies. I'm not saying Zuckerberg is not, the best innovator, but a lot of the stuff he's actually tried to come out with himself hasn't necessarily popped off, maybe such as other products, maybe from other big tech companies. So that's why, he's buying a bunch of companies, making acquisitions. That's what some people say. He's not the best innovator, so he's going to buy a bunch of companies. We're not going to get into that in this video necessarily, right? But another acquisition, guys, and the company claimed it had achieved an annualized average revenue of more than $100 million just 8 months after launch, while its revenue run rate exceeded $125 million. Right? And if we come down here, Meta said in a statement that its acquisition was aimed at accelerating AI innovation for businesses and integrating advanced automation into its consumer and enterprise products, including its Meta AI assistant. Of course, that makes sense. Manus is already serving the needs daily needs of millions of users and businesses worldwide. Meta said, we plan to scale this service to many more businesses. And like I said, the deal is not 100% disclosed, the dollar value, but it's right around $2 billion, $3 billion, probably closer to 2, according to people familiar with the acquisition. And let's see, I think the other one, yeah, they made another acquisition. They invested in June, or maybe not a full acquisition, but they invested $14.3 billion in AI startup Scale AI, in a deal that brought its founder and CEO, Alexander Wang, onto Meta's AI leadership team. So, like I said, man, acquisitions, big investments, that's what Meta's about. And, sometimes it works against them. When Zuckerberg went all in on the metaverse a couple years ago, people were like, oh my God, dude, you're investing too much here. You're putting too much money here. The stock tanked, the investors were pissed. And he did a reverse course, which I do like. I do like that in a CEO and a founder where they're like, okay, maybe I'm too far gone into this project. Maybe I should scale back and put resources elsewhere. I like when a CEO, a founder, has the humility to do that, which is what Zuckerberg did. And I just like Zuckerberg. I do. I mean, some people don't like him, but I think he's a pretty good CEO, founder. And I think in 26 he'll do well. And I'm excited to see how Meta does, how they integrate all these different acquisitions into their business, especially this, AI agent, man. It's going to be a good year, I think, for Meta. And I'm pumped to see kind of how their initiatives play out. And the stock, I'm in it. Like I said, I'm long. I'm in at, I think at 640 is my average cost. I bought recently in the last couple of months here since their, dump after earnings. And I'm holding on. I'm holding on tight. I think, like I said before, I'll say it again. I think this is an $1,000 stock. I really do. And, if it hits 850 this year, maybe 900, I'll start locking in some profits. Maybe if it hits 1,000, right, I'll get out of it. But yeah, I think Meta's a good one. I think it's setting up well. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. We kind of rambled a bit here, guys. But yeah, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join my Patreon for my private portfolio updates, my private Discord, chart ideas throughout the week. All of that is linked down below, pinned in the comments as well. Or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.